Anyway, so she puts me on in the main room. Then she gives me a spot.
How did you get past? What was the process for you?
I was in the belly room in Barnhart's. And then, I think I got in front of Mitzi on a showcase night once when I was doing comedy, maybe a few months. And then a couple months after that, she talked to Maz, was already a regular.
Maz was already regular.
And she met Ahmed producing a show in the main room. He was like promoting a show out of the main room, I think with Jay Davis. And she discovered he was Arab. And then she was like, oh, is there any more? And then they were like, yeah, Maz knew me. So then, Maz recommended me. I get in front of her. Then she gives me this spot on like a Thursday in the main room. And then she has me open the OR on Friday night at 9 p.m. on a Friday night. And I'm like, okay, amazing. And I show up, don't know how to open the original room. I don't know how to open the show in the original. I started comedy in October. It's December, so I just go into my material too fast. People are sitting down. They still hadn't gotten a drink, and nothing was, because I was just kind of like didn't know how to bring it all together. So I got fucking just basically it was bomb, but it wasn't even like they were listening. It was like I felt like it was just the worst experience of my life, So I go back and sit in the back of the room. You were on that lineup. Holtzman, I think, went up late. But somewhere in there, I just watched comic after comic until Paul Mooney got on. And Paul Mooney looked so clean that night. And he was wearing white and a hat and everything. And I was like, what did I do wrong? How come I couldn't get one laugh on all the jokes that I have that I've, So that was the night that I sat and watched every comedian, and then she kept giving me spots, and every night I would just sit there and watch you guys.
It's quite an education.
And she made me work the door too. So
yeah, she makes you.
I'd have a spot and I'd work the door. Learn the original room.
Listen, her whole vision was for it to be a college for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, it really is. Like, I didn't realize it until after I shot I'm Dying Up Here, and I watched it on the plane, and I was like, wow. Now I remember what she stood for and what I stood for, and it kind of straightened me back out about the store. Like, she had rules. She had these weird comedy rules. She had
method to her.
There was a method to her madness. There really was.
And giving Barnhart the Sunday, being like, Sunday nights is Adam's night. She wouldn't really give him a spot here and there, maybe in the OR if he asked or something, but she was like, you just are always going to have Sunday nights. For some reason, she thought that he was like a Southern Baptist, revivalist, and Sunday night, would be a good Sunday's, church kind of thing. I think in her mind, she was like, gave Sunday to Adam.
You ever watch Rambo? And you go, there's that part where the cops are like, whatever possessed God to make a man like Rambo? And all of a sudden that guy walks and he goes, God didn't make Rambo, I made Rambo. That's what I feel like.
That's Mitzi.
Around Mitzi.
She's the colonel that comes.
Because now in hindsight, I see what she was doing. When she got me, I was doing comedy 6 years, but on paper 4. Like, I was doing comedy 6 years, but on paper 4, and I had no success. Like, I wasn't having success around town.
Mm-hmm.
But I started going in there, and it was the same process. You're just bombing. Mm-hmm. You're just going down to the bomb.
Yep.
You're just going down to the bomb.
I did those David Tribble ones. You ever do Tribble?
Yeah, you live on those. That's a different. The best thing is to become a regular at the store and then do a Tribble.
That's what I did.
Oh. And you're like,
that's what I did.
Wow.
Kelly Kirsten hooked me up with it. I had to do 30 minutes. I had a car.
Who drove?
I had a car, so I always end up driving.
And who were the headliners?
Fuck. Brad Reeder from like Carolina or some shit. Hey, you ever been to South Carolina, like Blue Ribbon Fair? And I'm like, Who the fuck asks a question like that? Hey, you ever been to the Blue County Fair and fucking Savannah? You're like,
All those triple runs are brutal.
was the headliner guy is funny, but come on, he's fucking,
get
and,
paired up with
God
some
bless
fuck-
Brad.
Do these jokes get burned into your brain? Like, you don't remember the person, but like these jokes will haunt you for the rest of your
Oh
life.
my God.
There was one comic, and I'll never remember his name right now, but he was a great guy, and he was an older comic, and he you probably know him, remember him, but fuck, I can't remember his name, but everybody else besides the one that I drove around with was like, you just try to be. I was just happy to be there.
Well, that's what you are. When you're a feature,
I'm in the
you're just
middle of
happy
Montana.
Yeah, you're in the middle of Montana, and you're just happy to have a gig, and happy to have a hotel room,
Yep.
and happy to pick up $50. Like, you're like, I'm so happy about these three things. I could piss myself.
Yeah.
And like, you look out the window, and there's your town, and you're 489.
I just had like a tiny little bit of weed.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't know what it's like to wake up, look at your map, get on the road,
Yeah.
and look at the sign. It's like 282 miles.
Yep.
There was no GPS.
No.
There was road signs. And you just got in your car,
Yeah.
and in those days, you just stopped to pee. I stopped when the tank was empty.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
So
it.
that was my rule. I
Yeah.
would drive in between tanks.
You do that drive between Denver, Salt Lake,
I did every,
and then Salt
Drive.
Lake to
They're
Tahoe.
oh,
That northern route.
and then in the snow, you have to put chains on your fucking tires.
It got that
Every triple run, some comic hits a deer.
Oh God.
Some comic is not going to make it because they hit a deer.
Is Tribble still alive?
Still alive.
Where is he?
Still in Oregon. Still
Man, I gotta
book-
get in touch with him, man.
He's
God
booking
bless
rooms. He's booked. No, God
him. No,
bless him.
God bless
is
him
right.
because he gave me a chance.
Dog, he gave a lot of. We
Oh,
talk
so many
about Tribble
people.
on
He
this
helped me so
run.
much.
He helps you while you're doing it. You're getting robbed,
Yeah.
and he's a dirty fucking thief, and I love him for it because that's what you're supposed to do to people at that level of comedy. You're robbing them.
Yeah.
You're robbing them. I know,
You know-
comics who tell you, Lee, you're going on the road this weekend, but you're sleeping on the floor next to the janitor's room.
Yeah.
And that's it.
His
No payment. You
feature
eat
act
dinner.
has to be getting $100 a show minimum.
Where? The triple runs?
No, I mean, because when I was doing it, it wasn't even $100.
No, it wasn't $100.
But you'd be like 6 in a row of like, $60-$80 or whatever it was. And then to break even, you had to be tight.
Triple paid $85 a set. You picked up 50 and you got a check mailed to you for 35.
Oh.
The guy in Texas paid $1.25 to feature, and the headliner $2.25. So that means the
Yeah.
budget was $400 and he kept $2.
Right.
The budget was $6, plus they paid for a hotel
Right.
room for 2 people.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.